Okay, y'all, I'm on a mission to do all of these in the next couple of days. I don't know if I can get it done. It's an awful lot of art, but I'm up for the challenge. So let's get started. Hi, I'm Rio. Welcome back to another episode of Coloring Passports. We are hot on the illustrations for the not quite yet released Everglades National Park book. I'm so excited. I love this book so much. I love this book. Today, we're gonna do the alligator. So let's stop talking about it and let's get right into it. So I want to paint the alligator semi-realistically. I have my set of pencils that are available on the website, 72. It's a great starter set. I also have my full set of Prismacolors here, 150 colors. Love these pencils. I also will use the Hoo Hoo Hero 120 set. I don't have those with me. We are on the road as we are filming this. So I've got my 100 set of watercolor pans here. Don't know if I'm going to use those. And I have my 24 card of the glitter water naturally wild here. Probably going to use one or two of the glitters in the background because I want to color the alligator realistically and then put a fun background on the back so that it could be turned into a super cool sticker is what I'm thinking. That's what I would like to do. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so you know, if you've been watching, you know my go-to for the shadows is the blue-gray number 61 here. I need to sharpen this. Hold please. Okay, got a nice fine point on there. So we're gonna go back in here and the little edges on his back, those little spikes that come up, we're gonna shadow those. We're gonna start with that. Come in here and making teeny tiny little baby circles. That's the best way to do this to help all this be as smooth as possible. And I know that there's a little bit of a shadow line right here. This actually comes out flat across his back. I know that this has a shadow line here. I'm using this photograph up here on the top as a guide to what I'm doing here. That's what I'm doing. That's what's happening. Need that to be a little bit darker. Just gonna keep going back in and going over it. Not the whole thing, just kind of at the bottom where those ridges attach to his back. Gonna set those down just a touch. Here's gonna have a shadow casting. Okay, back part of the face, obviously. Let's talk about the eye. Oh my goodness. So their pupil isn't like ours. Their pupil is lizard-like. So I'm gonna draw a little slit like that, and then we'll come back to the eyeball. But I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna make the center part of that a lot darker. And I'm gonna go around the eyeball with this dark color here. Yeah, because like all of this in here is super dark. This part of his face is dark. I know that up here we are darker. This dark is going to come down just a little bit. We're just trying to put some base color in here. I wonder how fast we can color this today. He's got a lot of dark in there. Just gonna keep coming in here and working all this dark. Just gonna keep working it and working it and working it. Oh wait, got dark around them teeth. Some of them teeth are dark. Just like rotting right on out of his head. And we know we've got all these little sensory dots all over his face. That's a real thing. They all have those. That's how they sense movement in the water. You ain't getting by these guys. They will get you. Got a little bit of a shadow right there. These guys don't worry about losing teeth because if they lose one, it grows back. And if I'm not mistaken, they can grow around 3,000 teeth per lifetime. Now you're going to have to be patient with this, because once we get started here, we're just kind of laying in the base color. So we're going to have to go back in with several other colors over the top of this, directly over the top of this, to give it all the variation that we know is in this alligator. And, you know, they're kind of scary looking, but they're also beautiful animals. There's several million alligators in the state of Florida, and statistically what they say is, think of it like this: for every body of fresh water that you come to, there are an average of 17 alligators using that body of water. Even if you don't see them, they are there and they see you. Doing a little darker around his eye there. Just barely adding some of this blue-gray here on his face. We're going to come back in with several other colors. We're going to make sure we get the watercolor correctly. We'll do something fun in the background behind him because I don't want to paint the trees and the other water. So we'll make sure that this water is correct. And I'll show you how that gets done. I'm going to set this right here. I am going to turn to the back of the page, and I'm going to find number 62 is what I want next, which I believe is this one right here, jungle green. So it appears that the jungle green is going right up against this gator right here. We're not going to color too dark. We're not going to get too worried about it. We're just going to lay that in so that I know, and you know that I know, that is water. And when we look at the picture, we've got some darker color there. So what we're going to do is take that blue, come right over the side of that, just some of it, not all of it, because that's the trick to getting it to look like it's rippled. Okay, see? Whew, there he is, sitting down in that water. Right there. Come over here, we're gonna color a little bit outside that with the same color. I'll follow the same ripple. And you see I've left some white, and I did that on purpose because when we go in with a different color, it's gonna look like we've added, you know, several different colors when we haven't. It's just an illusion. Okay. So we're going to add some blues in there. We're going to come back and do some really cool things. So I don't want to color all of that in. I don't want to do that. What I do want to do is take this exact same green though and come up here and start adding some of it to the side of his face. Right above the tooth line. And we'll come in and use the markers and do some really cool stuff. That's, you know, we're going to get all of this done. I love those acrylic markers. I love them. They're so easy to use. Oh my goodness, they're so cool. Okay, I'm going to put this color down. I'm going to grab, in my Prismacolor set, the ginger root. Oh, yep, that's the color that I want. And I'm going to start laying some of this ginger root down in here. Because the side of his face is light, but it's not white. And the teeth, same situation. I'm going to do a light, just going to very lightly go over his teeth in the ginger root. We're going to add several other colors to his teeth to make them pop off the page. Gonna add a little more ginger root down here. And I'm doing it very, very lightly because this is not the ultimate color that I want showing through here, but this is definitely color. Inside of his jaw, teeth over here, just a little bit of color. I just need everything to have a little bit of color on it. And his teeth, even though they read like white, they're not white. They're yellow. Yellow and brown and all the colors. So trust me, we got this. Over here on his mouth and his tongue, we are going to add just a touch of this ginger root, not on the whole thing. Okay, that's where we're at so far. We're gonna set that aside. I'm gonna come over here and grab number 15, which is yellow skin. We're gonna come up here and start adding some of this color underneath the top part of his jaw. Tiny, tiny baby circles, color around the teeth. Try not to get this color on the teeth if you can help it at all. So, I'm gonna start with a lighter color first, and then we're gonna just keep building and building. On this photograph, it's just as important that we focus on the inside of his mouth as the rest of his body to make this look the way we want it to look. So, there might be a little bit of that orange down here. Color right on top of that ginger root. Just a tiny, tiny bit. Then right here, we've got a little edge here of his on the inside of his jaw, lower jaw. Coloring a little bit of that. Coloring there. We've got a little bit of that ginger root, or that number 16 yellow skin is what it's called. It's just ridiculous. I'm gonna put a little bit of it here. I mean, basically this alligator is every color of the rainbow. It's just not done in super bright colors of the rainbow. This side has got a little bit of that. This has got a little bit of that. So back here, we're a little bit more of this color. And then as we go down, we're gonna turn more bubblegummy pinks. So we're gonna grab this is dark complexion. This is number 14. Move that out of the way so I can see. Oh, this is darker. Wow. Okay, so we're gonna come in up here and start laying in some darker colors. And I've drawn some lines for you so that you know where we've got some darker colors. You gotta be careful because sometimes I draw them to show you the highlights and sometimes I draw them to show you the darker shades. So, it just depends on what I think is more important at the time of drawing the illustrations for you. go ahead and bring this number 14 down just a touch here. Gonna put a little bit of it back here. Just a little. I am ready to switch colors now, I think. And we're gonna make we're gonna make the teeth pop out. That's coming. So don't stress out. That is coming. So I have got. I'm gonna look at the page again. So number 19. Number 18. Number 19 is the lightest pink we have in this kit. So we're going to grab number 19. We're going to come in here and lay down this bubblegum pink. Trying really hard not to get it on the teeth. And I know it's going to look like a hot mess for a minute, and I get it. It's not exactly right, and it's not. It's going to be hard with this set to get exactly the right colors, but we're going to work it out. Where do I think I want this to go? I'm going to go a little off the rails, I think. And so this is like a lavendery blue. I'm going to grab a different color out of my Prismacolor. I'm going to grab the blue slate and come back here and lay this down. It's looking very cartoonish right now, but there's a method to the madness. There's also going to be some blue slate right here in this squiggle of water because it's a reflection. There we go. There is also a little bit there. Some blue slate up in here. We're going to start filling in this top part of his face here. We're going to go over this with some other colors, so don't get too worried about it. I just need some of the brighter colors to start showing up so I can make some decisions here about what I want to do. And I'll come back in with darker colors here in just a minute. I just want to get some of this lined out. Oh my goodness. I might have gone too dark, but luckily I've got the acrylic paint pens that I can go over any of this that I want to go over. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of that there. So we've got this back here. Let's go ahead and let's kind of lay this down in a darker fashion here. So then what we're going to do is go back to that blue-gray, number 61, if you've got it. come back in here, make all of this just a touch darker. That's all we're doing, we're just making all of this a touch darker. Okay, let's talk about his eye. Let's get in there. I'm going to grab 39 and 37. That's 40. So this is 39. I'm going to come in here and I'm just going to start, laying in that color. And then we're going to go over here, grab 37. Indeed. I'm going to grab a pale yellow. Look at that. Brought her right back. We're going to come in with the markers and make this really, really pop. So, okay, I need this is seashell pink. I come over here. Ooh. Seashell pink is not really what I wanted. I'm going to come over here and use the seashell pink on the underside of his gums, in between the teeth. See, because that gives us some curve. And see, I'm just kind of giving all of it a little bit of love here. Kind of feel like there's a little bit of that right up here on his nose too. Okay, where's that? I don't even know. I don't even know. I'm going to give him some of this down here. We have to come in and darken all of this up, which is maybe what we should be focusing on first. Got all kinds of different colors over here. All kinds of different colors. Making this face come to life here. So we got that. Then I'm going to take that super dark brown again. And we'll come in here. This is number 37, and it's just sepia. And I'm going to start adding the shadow area in underneath them here. this is shadow line right here too. And it's super dark. I'm gonna just fill that in with the sepia and then just kind of fan it out, blend it out. Okay, now with the same sepia, we're going to come up here and we're going to start filling in the holes where we're missing teeth here. These are teeth that have come out that are going to grow back. You see on this one, we've got a little bit of a tooth coming back in. And with that sepia, we're just going to come in and start laying in some shadows. And we're not coloring everything solid because nothing on this guy is solid. He is every color of the rainbow, all the way around his sweet baby face here. Even his teeth aren't necessarily, his teeth aren't even all one color. He's multiple colors. And so we're just going to come in, we're going to make some little marks here. I'm just using this as a reference up here, up top, because I know that this is going to be pretty accurate for me to follow. And this is just going to teach me how to see the colors of the alligator. It's just practice. Don't get upset. It's literally just practice. Don't let it overwhelm you. So I've got a little bit of color there. I want a little bit of this color up on his jaw here. I've got a dark area right there that's coming up in front of that tooth, but not too much. You know, he's kind of coming in. We've got lots of little grippies here, lots of little areas that are darker. So we're just going to take that sepia and we're just going to keep making little scales. We get down to the scale pattern that I've drawn for you under his chin. We're going to outline those scales, because in between the scales, it's the dark sepia color. So we're going to outline this area. And then we're just going to keep coming up here. You see, we've already put in some peach, we've put in some yellow, we've gotten pretty crazy with some of the colors, and it didn't make any sense at first, but now it's all starting to come together. Got a little bit of that color on the tooth there, because his tooth is more than one color. This is like this. It's just kind of giving the viewer the idea that there's probably some scales here, without us having to actually paint each individual little scale. Now bring this back. I'm going to start adding some of the sepia back here. Got lots of it on the side of his face. There's lots of different colors for him here. And you see, I'm just kind of squiggling it in because I don't want to take the time. This is a practice piece. I don't want to take the time that is necessary to make this look absolutely photorealistic. I'm not interested in doing that. I am interested in learning how to make the patterns on this guy's face pop. So that is what I'm working on right now. See, as I darken some of these things up, it's starting to come together. All of this whole side of his face right here is obviously too light. We've really got to get in here and start filling all of this in, which is, you know, fine. I just wanted to start the process. I'm going to lay that one right there. I'm going to pick up dark brown. Oh yeah, that's way better. This needs to be a dark green. I'm going to draw over it with the dark brown first, because this dark brown has a little bit of red hue in it, so the green will set it down. And then we'll kind of go from there. We'll see what we're looking like after that. And we know we've got lots and lots and lots of dots on the face, these little sensory dots that help them pick up the electric, oh my gosh, what am I trying to tell you? Oh, the currencies, the electric current and the electric pulses. There we go, that's what we're looking for. The electric pulse in its prey. I'm going to take some of this brown and just continue to make lines in the roof of his mouth. Make some marks on the teeth. And we'll come in with some highlighties and make those teeth look really, really good. Take this brown. This is the dark brown in Prismacolor, and I'm just adding some shadow up underneath his jaw and some other colors, because it's got lots of colors. Okay, now we're gonna grab, it's gonna be crazy, but we're gonna grab the dark yellowish orange. We're gonna come right underneath here and start adding some of this dark yellowish orange to the underside and up here on the top. Down up here on this part of the sweet baby face. Well, I wouldn't actually call them sweet babies, but you know, I love all the animals, so I call them all sweet babies. I'm pushing a little bit harder here. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's get back to it. Had a little interruption there with the phone call, but let's get right back into it. He's developing nicely. I'm feeling like this is going to be good. So I've put some orange in up here. And now I need to seriously consider what else I gotta do here. Sometimes you just gotta slow down and take your time. Decipher some things. I'm gonna grab a rose deco pink is what this is, from over here on this side, on the from the Prismacolor, and I'm just gonna start laying in some darker colors here. How did I put these other? There we go. I know that the very back of his mouth is going to be a little bit darker. Gonna run that pink right over where I had that orange. Gonna go around his tooth. There's variations here. Right now this looks super bright. We'll come back in with some other color and kind of set that down. No big deal. Just want see, the more that I add to it, the more realistic it looks. Look at that. Not too bad. We got to get a little darker up here though. Okay, so I'm going to put that pink back, but I'm going to leave it sticking out so I remember that that's the one that I use. I'm going to come over here. I need a sienna of sorts. A sienna has more red in it for the brown shade. And that's what I need. And this is called burnt ochre. Good description. I'm going to come in here with this burnt ochre. And I'm going to start making this whole area here darker. And come in right in between these two teeth. Come out a little bit. Come right here. That's going to be darker. See how easy it is just to come in and darken up some of these lines. And then we're going to come in here with this burnt ochre. Oh yeah. This is going to be good. So we've got some darker color up in here. We've got darker color up in here. We've got darker color back here on this part of his mouth. You don't want to press too hard. You don't want to press so hard that you're breaking your pencil. You just want to build up the color. Just build it up. Gonna have some of that down here on the part of his face with all the sensors on it. The little sensor dots. Gonna have some of that down here. Just keep eyeballing this reference photo. And again, this is just for practice. Gotta get a little bit of shadow on the teeth. This is the underside. This is not really the right color for that, but there is a little bit of this color in there, so we'll go ahead and use a little bit of that, but then we'll come back in with something that's got a little more blue in it and set those down a little better. This has got to get super dark back here. And we're going to start with the burnt ochre, but we're going to come back in with a darker blue. There's just no other way around it. It's got to get in there. Okay, so now we need some of this down here. Some of those teeth are obnoxiously colored there. We'll come back in for that. Now we know that we've got some of this color reflecting in the water here. As well. It's starting to work. It's coming together. I'm starting to like it. Okay, I'm gonna set this color right here. I'm gonna grab the one right next to it, which is bronze, and let's see if this bronze does anything for us. Oh yeah, that's nice. Never really used the bronze before. I'm going to go right over the bottom part here where the underside of his scales are. I'm going to get that coated pretty good. Okay. coming together. I'm liking it. I'm liking it pretty good. Where else can we use this bronze? We've got to darken some of this stuff up. We got to come in here with some color that's bold and just really darken in your face, because we're just not quite there yet. Green ochre. Okay, so now we've got the green ochre. Oh yeah, that's gonna make that work. So we're gonna come in here in between the teeth. That green ochre. Make that work. We've got green ochre on the side of his face here. Oh, definitely. And this green ochre is definitely a key player here on this side of the face. And we've got just lots of different things going on here. Let me move my hand away. It's working. It's not perfect. That's okay. These aren't meant to be perfect. They're just meant to be learning tools. So I've pushed down with the green ochre. I've made some more dots. I'm coming in here. This all has to get darker. So I'm just kind of going over some of it. Not all of it, just some of it. Just another layer of color. That's what we're going for here, another layer of color. And see, that green ochre kind of has a purpose right here along where it's darker, because it's a little bit green and a little bit blue. And we add some of that green underneath here, on the roof of his mouth. It'll set down that peach color, kind of start giving that some direction. Got a little bit here. Remember how I said we were going to go over the teeth again anyway? This is that color. I'm going to add some more yuck to the teeth. That way they look right. I like it. Okay, so I'm going to take this rosy beige. Oh yeah, that'll work. Okay, there's the rosy beige. Let's add a little bit of this. This is the carmine red. right over the top of that with the pink. Kind of blend all of that out. Also gonna come over here and grab a little bit of this yellow. And we're gonna add some yellow highlight right here on his mouth. Okay, now we need to darken up look at that. Add some of that yellow in there. You know, I just pick up color. I just don't stop picking up the color until I'm satisfied with the piece. So it's got this color in there too. I can see it there. There's a little bit of this right here. Okay, so that's a great color. Let's grab some of this. This is lime peel. Ooh, this is gonna be a good color. Oh yeah, get some of that in there. That green is good. Oh yeah. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come in there with the blue and color over the top of that and change the hue. So we're going to come back in here with the blue, come over the top of that. Oh yeah. Then we're going to come in here with the dark blue and pick this up so I can kind of see what I'm doing here. I'm digging into this. I am really giving it a push here. On this side over here, we need to pick up one of those lavender colors, like this color right here. See how I come back in right over the top of that dark? Gonna come in and darken the shadow with this blue. Gonna come back here and darken this shadow with this blue. It's not terrible. Excuse me. Okay, I feel like I want to switch gears here. Well, I want to color the water a little bit, and then I want to get the markers out and play in the markers because I am loving experimenting with these markers. So let's take a break real quick. Okay, so now I'm thinking I got to deal with this little white speck right here, and that is going to be part of his body under the water. So we're going to grab the green ochre again. We're going to come up here and grab number 37. I want that sepia. I'm going to just push on some of the crevices here, make some more bumpies. Gonna grab the apricot yellow, which is number 13. Push fairly hard for that. We also know that we've got some of the blue. I think we're going to use some markers. If you don't have the markers, it's okay. You can use the colored pencils. Just push harder. So I know that I have got a little bit of blue showing through there. I also know that I have got rocks down here that this alligator has come up kind of onto shore. So I'm gonna come in here and add some bumpies. That's darker right there. He's up here on a rock. He's on a rock. So, and that rock has a shadow on it from himself. We're gonna just kind of blend all that in there a little bit. Add some of this right here. We're gonna add some of this right here. And that is gonna be a water line right there. This is all kind of rock. And rock is for me personally, rocks are hard. I think rocks are way harder than the alligator. I don't even know why rocks stump me so hard, but they sure do. They sure do. Okay. So that's where we are so far. He looks really good. He looks good on the camera. I'm really happy with the way he looks on the camera. So let's keep going. Okay. I don't know. I don't know what to do next. Which is not 100% true. I do know what to do. It's just scary. But it's really not scary. So don't be scared. Just do it. Just do it, Rio. Just get in there and make it happen. Okay, so we're gonna grab, oh, I know I have this cauldron color is kind of the green gray. I'm gonna set my markers down for a minute first. I'm gonna try to do as much of this as I can with the colored pencils so that you have some idea of what's going on here. So this cauldron, it's number 65, or Celadon, sorry. Celadon is kind of a green gray. It's hard to get the rocks right when they have to all be drawn, and they really have to all be drawn. It's just nearly impossible to not draw some of this stuff for you so that you can see what the illustration was supposed to do anyway. Now I'm going to come out here with this Celadon, and I'm barely, I mean barely, coloring any of this, and I'm coloring it kind of straight across because this is a reflection of the sky and the surroundings and of the gator itself. And so there's going to be some super dark color in here, and there's going to be some super light color in here, and there's going to be some wild green in here. Like I'm going to grab, I keep going for the colors that I'm very familiar with here. Let's see. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to grab this color from the set, grass green. Okay, it's developing. It's developing nicely. Still want to go back to that Celadon because it's a grayer, it's a less intense green. So it's going to sit down in the water a little more, which is what I'm looking for. I'm going to add a little, we're going to let some of that lighter green, that grass green show through. We're going to come in here behind it with the Celadon so that there's ripples. We're going to grab some of this blue. We're just going to go right over the top of some of this with the blue because that blue is showing through. I can see it. Got all these ripplies going on. Now we're going to come in here and get a little bit darker. Oh yeah, that's going to work. Oh my goodness. That is going to work. Water is hard because I'm a very blendy girl. I'm blendy. And water is better if you can paint it more impressionistically, where you just lay the colors right next to each other and let them react. See, now I'm taking that light green. This is why you know, a starter kit of colored pencils is great, but I find that if I have a couple of different brands to work with, it makes the illustrations a lot easier to master. This is the pale green. It looks like white, but it's pale green. Go right in here, right over all of this area here. Start blending all of that together. Woo! Come in here, make this green right here a little bit darker. Make some of this green right here a little bit darker. Okay, that's the water reflecting. We've got all that happening. Now we gotta finish these rocks. Let's finish these rocks strong. Let's finish strong. Okay. It says shadow right there. Oh. See, the rocks, I'm not good at the rocks. I'm just not. And I'm gonna try to get better. I'm good at artichoke. Let's see what artichoke looks like. Ooh, wait. Artichoke's pretty intense. I'm not sure artichoke is gonna be my friend with these rocks. Nope, I don't want the artichoke. Okay, let's go up here and let's grab the not the grass green. Let's grab the celadon. Let's try celadon here. The rocks look terrible. Okay, so I just don't know. The rocks just throw me for a loop. I don't understand why, but they do. So I know that there's going to be some, you know, like super bright yellow. Not only is it rocks, but it's rocks underwater, and it's not rocks deep in the water. It's rocks where you can see the reflection and, oh my gosh. See, it doesn't look like rocks. Okay, I gotta keep working at it. I can't give up. I have to figure this out. I've been painting my entire life. All but like, you know, 9 years of it. And I still struggle with the rocks. It's just ridiculous. But I show you this so that you understand. It's a process. I think I'm going to cheat and switch to the paint pens. Okay, so right here is a rock. This is a rock. This rock right here goes like this. Oh! Okay, maybe I just need some more indenty things. Indentations. Okay. I'm going to make this super dark right here in this corner. No idea if that's the right thing to do, but I need to kind of anchor a color here. So we're going to just make this darker right here. Okay. And just like when we were adding bumpies to the alligator, you want to kind of just color in all different directions. Not super long strokes, just super short strokes. Whew, I just think it's time to break out the pens. Let's break out the paint pens here, y'all. I'm doing it. I'm breaking out the paint pens. See here. I gotta be careful because I'm not familiar with these colors yet, and I don't want to get crazy with it and put a color down that I don't like and then be, you know, not happy with that. So I know I'm probably gonna want this gray green here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, that looks like a rock color. Oh, that looks like it could be a rock color. Oh my goodness. Yeah, some of these really look like rock colors. Okay, this could be good. This could be good. This could be a vast improvement from what I've got going on right now. Because what I got going on right now ain't working for me. It ain't working for me. Okay, can't blend these. Have to just touch and go. Touch and go. Oh, this is, yeah, this is way, y'all, this is way better. These paint pens are pretty cool. Gotta tell you, if you don't have these acrylic markers, you should definitely get them. No idea what's going on in the world with whether or not we can get things from other countries yet or not, but these are really nice. These are really nice. I'm gonna come up here and add a little bit of love up here. And I, again, not blending them, just touch and go. Touch and go. Oh my gosh, I like these. Gonna come in here and add some color to the teeth. A little bit of color around some of these. Oh my goodness, that is... Let's keep going here. Woo! Okay, let's add a little highlight there to that blue. Yeet, 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 yeet. This right here. Maybe this is the green. Woo! Oh, maybe that is kind of the green. I'm telling you right now. I'm also going to put a little bit of this up here on his baby face. His sweet little baby face. Ooh, look at them dotties. That's cool. That's cool. Okay, here we go. A little bit of that. A little bit of that. I'm going to touch that quite a bit there because, I don't know. Not sure I liked that. That might not have been a great idea. Okay, so that's in. The thing is that what am I going to do with this here? It's got to be orange. Feeling like it's got to be orange. It's got to be like something fun and orange. Like what if it's, I like stencils. So what if it's one of these stencils? And we've got a yellow ochre, you know, and then an orange. For that? Would that be cool or would that be ridiculous? What if we did these lines in the background? Woo! What if we did these in the background? These are kind of fun, right? So we did a little, I don't know, that feels like it's too, I feel like it's got to be more of a pattern, a whimsical pattern. And I know that that's going to throw it off a little bit. What are the other ones that could be done? I have another set over there. Sort of feeling like I like this. So what if we just do it? What if we just go for it and this is what it is? And the inside part is yellow and the outside part is orange. What do we think? But not bright yellow. Not crazy bright yellow. What if we do like number 44, because I don't even know what this name says. Wow. This is way out there. That needs to be sharpened. Needs to be sharpened. Here, this one's sharp, so let's use this one. This is jasmine. So, I want this to be pretty in the background. Will you hand me those?
Your stencils?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Before I do this, I'm just going to put one more up here just to make sure that I'm not being silly. Ooh, wow, that's crazy. Hearts, dog paws, no. Let's see, what is this one? Oh, that one's kind of cool too. Oh, that one's a little more intricate and so that would be a little more even on the yellow and the orange colors. This one's a little wilder. So that one would have more orange in the background. What do we think? What do we think? I think I'm going to do this one. And take my time. I've got a super sharp pencil here. I like the patterns in the background. I like to use the stencils. Kind of feels Art Deco to me. Okay.
Time to fall.
Doing these stencils makes my hand hurt. But I like the way the backgrounds look, so I think it's worth it. Almost done. Kind of. Then I gotta go back in and paint the orange. Getting closer.
Would you mind, I know you're doing something really important right now. Would you mind handing me my drink? Is that a no?
I can't even let go of the stencil because if I do, no, I cannot be bothered. I cannot be bothered by your silly requests.
Silly request.
I gave you the last coconut water. Not just any coconut water. The 100 coconut water. The best coconut water on the planet. Oh, that's really cool. Okay. So, then what color do I put in the background behind that? I was thinking that I would come in I love the way these look. Well, that's pretty dang cool. Okay, so there's that color. Now what color do we do in the background behind that? So my thing is that I was thinking if we did it in a darker orange, that might be super cool. And then we could paint it in the 2 dot cards so that the background was glittery. Okay, so we've got the yellow in the background for the tile. I'm thinking of trying this orange here for the other color. Oh, that's not gonna work. That's not the color of orange that I want. Okay, let's regroup here just a moment. Wow, that's too bright. So we're going to keep kind of practicing down here in the corner because I can always cover that back up. That's too much color. That's a nice color. Telling y'all, I'm loving these acrylic markers. I'm gonna have to order 60 more packages of them in case we can't get them anymore. Wow, that's a really pretty color. That looks really nice. Okay. Continuing on. Coloring right over the top of that colored pencil that I couldn't get solid. This I definitely can get solid. So far I've only had one paint pen in here not work. Of course it was my favorite color, so I'm not happy about that, but whatever. going back over. If you guys are interested in having stencils, we might be able to start making stencils. I don't think it's that challenging. I mean, we already make the books. So I think that stencils could get added. So let us know in the comments what you think about that. That's kind of an interesting concept. Okay, so what if I take the darker color that's entirely too intense, but I do that on purpose, and I just outline all of this stuff with it, and I fill it in, and it's crazy like that, but then I come over the top of it with a lighter color. Wow! Is that still too in your face? Wow! Okay, let's do a couple more and see. I don't know. I don't know if this is good or not. I don't know if I should use green.
It's pink.
Pink, definitely not pink. I'm about to need a break. Okay, so the dark color is in there now. Ooh, that almost looks good just like that. I'm telling you though, I'm gonna come in here with this over the top of those. Nope, I don't like that color. I want the orange. There we go. I want a little bit of that dark shining through. It's a lot of coloring. A lot of tedious coloring. I think it'll be worth it in the long run. It's going to look like a really super cool tile. And then I'll go around the alligator in white. Oh, that's so pretty. I like it. I don't know, I kind of feel like I like the dark orange better. I think we should take a break so I can kind of decide what I like best about the dark or the light. I'm gonna test the watercolors that were set up for this color, for this palette. don't know. I don't know. So I don't know what to do here. Do I outline the alligator in a different color? Because I need him outlined on his face too. It's so hard. Ooh, what if I go around him in the green? Would that be a good idea? Or would that be a terrible idea? I don't know what to do. See, here's the thing. Once I hit this area, then, you know, you really can't see the outline. So it really needs to be outlined by something other than white first, and then the white. So what color?
Bright orange, but like the same kind of orange you got in the background, so you can't see it in certain spots. So that outline looks broken up in certain places.
Ooh. I can cover that up. So that's a little too intense. This color. Oh. What if we do it in peach? That's it. I think I like that color. Okay, let's try the peach. Because we'll do it in peach first and then white. And so I think that that will be good. That will be very good. Oh yeah, this is working. I know that technically it's a little close to the color of the inside of his mouth, but I could go in there and adjust some of that so that it isn't. I need to get this done so I can move on to another page. What page am I going to color next? What page am I going to paint next? I say we do the flamingo. That page is a little bit easier and my brain's a little tired. there's that. Now beyond that, we're gonna go over here and do this. Oh. Okay, so in hindsight, I think I should have outlined it in white first and then did the peach on the outside of that. That's what I'm gonna go back and do. I gotta redo the whole thing. So I'm gonna do white first, right up against it. And then on the outside of that, I'll do the peach. Yeah. That's what I want. Yep, I like that a lot better. I know it's a lot of time to spend on the parameter of the page, but I want to make this a sticker. So I want to make sure that I get it pretty good. Okay, there's that. Then on the outside of that is this. Yeah, that's it. That's much better. Look at that. Look at that. Look at them apples. That's way better. Yep. Yep, that's what I wanted. How does that look? Oh, it's so good. Okay, I like it. That's it. I'm not doing anything else to this one. I'm gonna sign my name and be done. So,
Thanks
that's it.
for joining me in the studio today. My name's Rio. And as always, I'll see you on the next page. There it is for you. Bye.
Pretty much, that's it. Okay, see you on the next page. Bye.